It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing right away. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. This one misses the tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And his defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Brought in, Ty Felton. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
3rd and 2, McCarthy. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up... Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
Fielded at the 11. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. This is Ja'Cory Kronsky-Merritt in it for the first time. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Running back sent in motion left. From the gun, it's Daniels. Caught quickly on the slant. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. They limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
Krosky Merritt straight ahead. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. On him quick, and they bring it down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Ready?
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
23-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. On the move, headed right. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. It is caught left side. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. McCarthy on the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
First down from the 42.
Let's go now. Go.
Brooks bouncing out ahead from the pistol. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They have second down behind the sticks.
18 rep, 7 Byron.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. One after try good by Riker. And the Vikings tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Rashad White on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
Well, by the time he shifted into a different gear and began that foot race up the left sideline, you could tell this return was already getting out of hand. And what a gift for this offense, who now gets to take over with a lot of the work in the field position already done.
70 Timberwolves.
Handoff right side for Krosky-Merritt. Kicks this, and he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead on the first play of the drive.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the pistol. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
2nd down. McCarthy to pass. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. First and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Daniels now. It's Cox. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Now Daniels to throw. Pass complete to Lane. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Daniels. Cox, this is Lane. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs from 37.
Washington first down.
Ready?
From the gun, a run for Krosky-Merritt. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38.
After plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More coming your way from U.S. Bank Stadium after this.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Set up.
Throwing now, Daniels. Flushed out to his left. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go. Ready?
To throw again on 2nd down. Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second down now, 7 to go.
70, let's go.
Looking now from the gun. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Taking first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time to secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throwaway.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
19 Lion, 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks, 60, go.
To the air on 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And the fair catch brought in right at the 40.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
From the 6.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Cougar 19. 70.
Krosky Merritt on the zone read. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Here we go. Strike. Look up. 60 by
Running back sent in motion.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
On first down, here's Daniels. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And now they face second down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down.
Bronco 80.
Second down and 10. Daniels. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Okay.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Buffalo 18. Ready, go.
Here he goes, third and long. This is a heater going deep. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready, ready.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. He starts out this drive with a nice gain. Second down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Come on, come on.
Man in motion, out of the slot. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Daniels now on first down. Finds him over the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. Big man showing up the yards. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
At the 12-yard line.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. This one left for Daniels. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against a front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll work against the blitz. Screen pass here for Kronsky Merritt. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Go.
Short yardage run for White. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The Commanders going field goal here. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you'd love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Bronco leading. Check up.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer. Extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He put everything he had into this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
19 Lion.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock failing to connect. It brings us to 4th down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now run it out of the pistol. Krosky Merritt. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves.
Now they send their back in motion right. It's caught by McLaurin. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Washington Commanders first down.
From the red zone now. That's him on the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback goes man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready, go.
One drawn up here for Daniels. And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Motioning the tight end now. 3rd and short, Daniels. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
26-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now he's really manageable 2nd down.
33-yard line.
Now McCarthy. Looking slant route complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Vikings football. They're down but not out on the scoreboard. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go. Mustang 19.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. That goes for 32 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
The Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready? 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing again now, McCarthy. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on 1st down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? O-T-B. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Completed right side to Addison. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings now within 1 score in the 4th. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
60 Cardinals. Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. They did it! He made the interception! And the Vikings have some new life in the fourth!
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Finds him on the crossing route. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings come through to tie it in the fourth. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the fourth quarter. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
16-yard line.
Ready.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions. Ready.
We'll give it to Krosky Merritt. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Lane motioning left. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Catch made by Foreman. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Let's go now.
Play fake here. Daniels. Connects on the crosser. Running down the left side. Touchdown, Washington.
Daniels pass.
The Commanders take a fourth quarter lead.
Touchdown, Washington.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Right? They flip through their call sheet. They just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action, if the play action right off of it, you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
28.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And the return man is hauled down. And the question now, Brock, is will we be headed backwards here? We've got a flag down. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. Forced that to his right. Able to find Hawkinson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Same guy. Here's Hawkinson again. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. On the move, headed right. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And now it's second down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Again, McCarthy to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 21
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
This is Mason on second down. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings trail by 6. We've set it downs from 37. Here he is to throw. Chased out to his right. With the check down. Here's Brooks. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They strike for 23 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 14.
Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Has it down close. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
He keeps it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The Vikings find a way to tie it late. J.J. McCarthy the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings take the lead on that successful kick. Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
For the Vikings.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Ready? 19-18. Panther Street. Panther Street.
He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Washington first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
That's incomplete left side.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Go! Get it! Panther 60! Panther 60!
Second down give to Krosky-Merritt. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Following the false start penalty, here's third down and longer.
Cougar 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one won't get there. Looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. This is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here.
7 Pirates, 70 Lions, 70, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. This is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here. Desperation time here on fourth. Trying to push deep downfield. And to force it on fourth, and it's intercepted! And the Vikings make the play that should win them this game! The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks out the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind